Pinkett Smith has been caught lying about Tupac proposing to her, and I've got some information a lot of people are missing on this. Guys, make sure and click the plus sign. I'm going to have more on this I don't want you to miss. Sound off in the comments and tell me what you think. But I want to run through some information. And guys, this information originally came from TikToker Jess in Miami, so kudos to her for putting this timeline together. But apparently, the math isn't adding up, and it's even worse than what's being reported. Check this out. So Jada in an interview said that she visited Tupac in Rikers Island when he was there for SA charges, and apparently that's when he proposed to her. However, several things don't add up about this. Number one, when he went in, this was February 14th, 1995, that's when he went into Rikers. He was already with a girlfriend named Keisha. On March 8th, he was transferred to Clinton Correctional Facility. So remember that timeline. We've got a 3-ish week timeline where apparently this happened. So let's talk about Keisha. He not only met and dated Keisha before he went to Rikers, apparently they got engaged before he went to Rikers Island, and they got married in April of that year. Now, another thing, apparently Keisha got a place that was close to Rikers Island so she could be close to him, and she saw him almost on a daily basis. Now, their marriage was annulled in October of 95, but this is where the timeline gets really weird. So we know when Jada met Will Smith, she met him on the set of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now, when she met him, nothing happened because at that time, Will was married and had a child from that previous marriage. However, his former wife filed for divorce. On February 14th, 1995, that's when he called Jada, said, "You seen anybody?" Jada says no. He says, "Okay, you're with me now." Now, Jada literally gets on a plane that next day and goes to see him. And this is where it gets interesting. Will Smith has said from the time she got to LA, which was the next day, they were together every single day for months after that, traveling, going on tours, doing all kinds of things. So Tupac goes into prison on February 14th, right? And then Jada goes to be with Will Smith on February 19th. Remember, on February 14th, his wife, Will's ex-wife, filed for divorce. 5 days later, he gets with Jada. So the 14th, he goes into Rikers. The 19th, she's with Will. So you're telling me that there was a 5-day window when Tupac was already engaged to a woman that was coming to see him on a daily basis, that lived next to Rikers Island. And in all of that, he asked this one to marry him. Remember, apparently, there was no connection, there was no spark, and they both agreed to that. So how does this make sense? The timelines aren't matching up here, and here's something else that's really bothering me. Why is she bringing up this dead man? Why is she using him? Because what this sounds like to me and everybody else is she's just clout chasing and ladder climbing. And on top of that, this is highly disrespectful to do to his ex, Keisha. None of his other exes are speaking out and saying anything negative or derogatory or giving out private information. What does she have to gain from saying all of this? And what I wonder is Jada the kind of woman that likes to have that ego of thinking she can just have whoever she wants and take whoever she wants? We all know those type of women, right? I hate to say this, but I would put it in the camp of like an Ariana Grande, or what that appears to be like. She can just take anybody she wants no matter what the situation. And maybe that gives her a sense of narcissistic supply or ego, but this math isn't matching up. And today was when I realized that only gives a 5-day window. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, Internet. What do you guys think about this? Is there something I'm missing here? Sound off in the comments, tell me your thoughts, and click the plus sign. I've got more coming.
Hey folks, this is Jeff from This Week with JTT, and the hits keep coming as well as surprises. According to this one TikToker, Joy Sparkle, who also got this information from Jess from Miami, another TikToker, Jada is possibly lying about her Tupac popping a question to her. Now mind you, Jada was promoting her book on a podcast, promoting her book Worthy, and according to one excerpt, she said that she went to Rikers Island to visit Tupac, and she felt like, the condition he was in is very sad. She's very depressed, and in fact, she left him at Rikers. But she claimed that Tupac popped the question to her, and she's even saying that it would be funny that he would marry me, but he probably divorce me soon afterwards when he get out of prison, which I think is pretty funny. But here's one caveat based on the timelines. Number one, Tupac was already engaged to a young woman named Keisha. That's the first little red flag. Number two, I think during the same time, if I remember correctly though, Will Smith's wife filed for divorce with Will Smith in 1995. 5 days later, Will Smith hits up Jada. I think he called or texted her, and he asked her, "Are you single?" Jada said, "Yes." The first words out of Will Smith's mouth is, "Okay, you with me now." And Jada went to be with Will Smith the next day. Got on a flight, got there the next day. And I think they were together for a month, traveling, whatever, touring. That was it. So, and like I said, Keisha, she moved, I think, upstate. That's so she'd be with Tupac, and she'd be with him every day. Now, mind you, I think they got married, but the marriage got annulled like about not even a year later. But according to Joy Sparkle, she said that Jada's doing this to boost her ego. She's narcissistic. I'm not saying she don't have an ego. I'm definitely not saying she's not narcissistic. I believe she's all that and more. But I strongly believe the biggest reason why she is bringing up Tupac's name now because she is promoting her book, Worthy, and she thinks she bring up a hip-hop legend like Tupac that will boost up sales. So folks, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Peace.